Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. I usually put a lot of thought into the recipes I make on here. Plan them out, write them down, and plan out how I want the video to look. Today, we aren't doing that at all. I'm going to be making a noodle dish from whatever I can get my hands on around here, and see what I can throw together. If that sounds like something you're into, hang around to see how this goes. I'll do my best to list the ingredients down below in the description, and make an ingredients panel for the end of the video. I haven't even done the dishes at this point, so I'll see if I can squeeze a marinade into this bowl. I'll start by slicing some fresh garlic. To be honest, I filmed this at the end of a week of filming other cooking videos, so I had a few random things lying around the kitchen that I wanted to use up. I'm sure we've all been there, with odds and ends around the place from other recipes, but sometimes the most delicious things you cook are made up on the fly.
Someone should write a song about that.
Into the bowl with the garlic goes some light soy, a couple of good spoons of sambal oelek, a little ketchup mayonnaise, and a splash of sesame oil. And that's looking like it should taste pretty good, so now I can chuck in the chicken. This bowl was a bad choice, but I'll kind of add the chicken one piece at a time to try and flop it around and get some marinade on every surface. And that's taking too long. I'll just smush it all together, trying not to make a mess. And that looks pretty good, so we can go to the side to hang out while I get my other ingredients together. I don't have heaps of vegetables around, but I do have some more garlic, because more garlic equals more good. And a few snow peas that I bought for no reason other than they were on special at the supermarket, and I haven't used them for anything. I'll top and tail them and slice them into a bit of a julienne. I'm thinking that cutting them like this will give us some kind of long crunchy fresh bits when it's all mixed in with the noodles. And then a couple of spring onions. I obviously had some kind of plan here. I seem to have cut them into 3 different parts. The whites go in with the garlic, the middle-ish green areas with the snow peas, and the really green parts for the garnish. Lastly, some fresh chilli. This one is looking pretty tired. I can't remember when I picked this up, but something that always seems to happen to me is that chilies seem to intensify in flavour when they sit around and shrivel up a little bit, so I will taste this one before adding it in. And good call, it's pretty damn hot, so half will do for today. For the last little bit of prep, I'll get this board out of the way and get a couple of eggs into a bowl. Then into the other bowl I'll pop in some peanut butter. I want these noodles to be really nice and rich, and that should give us a good start. Followed by some more light soy, a little oyster sauce, a bit more sambal, another splash of sesame oil, and that should work. Well, when I say that, it seems almost impossible to mix, so I'll add a little water to get this one moving, until I can get it a little looser and smooth.
I love messing things up.
Then a quick mix on the eggs. We can get over to the stove to see how this one comes together. I'll start by getting this chicken cooked. I should have cut these into strips. The marinade would have probably soaked into the chicken faster, but I didn't want to wash my chopping board an extra time, so let's roll with it. Not a lot to describe here. We just need to cook the chicken without burning the marinade, so I'll let it tick along on medium heat until it's cooked through and nicely coloured. A little tip here, if you're impatient and things just seem to be taking too long, chucking a lid over our chicken, even if it doesn't fit your pan, will trap the steam and speed up the chicken cooking a lot. It will make everything a little wetter, so make sure it comes off a few minutes before you take the chicken out of the pan to let everything dry out and crisp up. And they feel pretty cooked, so onto a plate they go to hang out for a bit while we get everything else together. From here, this should happen pretty quick. Into the pan we just cooked the chicken in goes the garlic, chili and spring onion whites. I'll just give them a really quick sizzle to get them started. Then a few chopped peanuts so they get a little toasty. Then I'll push them to the side and chuck the eggs in. I'll let them set a little and break them up into little chunks. Then in goes the snow peas and spring onion middles. Give them a quick toss, and in goes that peanut butter mixture. While it's all heating up, I'll pop the noodles on to cook. I get that there probably isn't much peanut in the peanut butter I've used on this one, but I want to be able to stir fry it a bit to toast whatever nuts are in there, and I'll adjust it with a little water to make it a little bit more saucy. While it's all coming up to a simmer, I'll roughly cut my cooked chicken into slices. I'm going to add most of it back into the pan, but I'll save a few little slices to go over at the top at the end so we have some more roasted style chicken on top, along with soft saucy chicken in the noodles. Into the pan goes the cooked noodles, and I'll give them a good razzling to combine. And this sauce will do everything it can to clag everything up. If it's not mixing properly, just add a little more water to loosen it up. In goes the last of our chopped peanuts, and some Thai basil for that herby flavour. Then all that's left is to slice our finishing chicken, and we can put this mess together. Into the bowl goes a pile of noodles, finished with a few slices of chicken. Then a sprinkle of sesame from my new favourite tiny glass bowl. Some lime for zing, and the last of our Thai basil and green spring onion. A good hit of chili crisp oil, and I'll call this one done. These noodles are a texture overload. The sticky sauce, the crunchy peanuts and snow peas, along with a good level of spice and great overall flavour. I'm not sure what I'd call them, other than just calling them delicious. I love cooking like this, but I'd love to hear what you think. Would you like to see more cleaning out the fridge videos? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging around everyone. If you liked it, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. See you on the next one!